Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Asnan's Cricket World. Well, yesterday we saw another record-breaking performance from Australia yesterday with some breathtaking cricket being played by them. They won the toss and started to bat first, and bat they did. Netherlands, who bowled some tidy spells at the start, but it was experience that mattered the most, with David Warner yet again playing another spectacular knock. Mitchell Marsh went out early this time around, but Steve Smith hung around with David Warner, and they utilised all their wealth of experience and played all around the wicket and played superbly. With David Warner making another fantastic 100, Steve Smith was caught brilliantly by Rolf van der Merwe. Netherlands fielding yesterday was superb. They were all driving all around the park, and they played some decent cricket. But Australia didn't give them any chance to come into the game. David Warner played another extraordinary innings of 104. And Australia though lost some ground in the middle, but when they were 293 off for 5 and 43 overs, and they might have thought that Netherlands might just stem the flow of runs, but then came Glen Maxwell in the 41st over, and he played an outstanding innings and took the game away from the Netherlands' grasp. And it was one of the best knocks you can ever see in the one-day cricket history, getting the getting the fastest 100 in the World Cup history, and also the fourth fastest overall in just 40 balls. Glen Maxwell played an absolute blinder of an innings. Netherlands just didn't have any answer to his batting. Some phenomenal shots all around the park, some reverse scooping for 6, and that goes to show that how dangerous a side is Australia when Glen Maxwell gets going in the late stages of the game. And this was a stage made up for him, and that was some extraordinary hitting. Coming in the 41st over and getting your 100 by the 48 and 49th over, this is extraordinary cricket. Netherlands yesterday, they lost all their lines at the end of the over. They bowled particularly better in the first few overs. It had some very good fielding, but they were blindfolded by some brilliant hitting from Glen Maxwell at the end. And that was such was the phenomena of Glen Maxwell, that when the turn came to bat, Netherlands did not have any answer. Australia got 399, and it proved a mountain too steep to climb for the Netherlands, and they were folded for just 90 runs, with Adam Zampa yet picking up his third consecutive 4th wicket haul, and he's now got some 15 wickets, some 12 wickets in 3 games, which is extraordinary. Netherlands yesterday, all their hopes that to cause another upset in this World Cup were dashed yesterday. They just were sunk too deep upon the Australians, who are building a lot of ground now. They have got now 4 games, out of which they could potentially win 2, and 2 games against England and New Zealand to come. So this is a fantastic effort from Australia. They have now got to 6 points, and they now are in the position to make some to go into the semi-finals, and they need at least 2 wins from the next 2 games to make it better, better in the next few. But there are some still flaws in the newest Australian batting lineup. They still rely on the top order to get them runs, because the middle order hasn't really fired as of yet in this tournament. Maxwell did play a superb innings, but he's a bit of hit and miss. And Marnus Labuschagne also got some runs, but they have yet to be tested after the first 2 defeats. The top order got them runs, but they have yet to be tested when they are in trouble. So this is going to be a bit of an issue going forward. But overall, Australia are picking at the right time, and let's see if they where to go from here. So doing an exceptional job. Netherlands, on the other hand, well, they got a big learning from this game. They were brilliant. They played really well in the last few games, but this was a bit of a hammering for them, and they will have to come out from it. The only way to get out of it is to learn something from this. They have already made an impact in this tournament, that's for sure, but they will still have a couple of games, some games to go to make more of something. And let's hope they do get another upset or two. Well, next we have today, it's England versus Sri Lanka now, and England, both teams are at the bottom of the table, and a defeat for either one of these teams would knock them out potentially, while a win would keep their World Cup hopes alive. Particularly England, who are the defending champions, will look to get over Sri Lanka and get their campaign under give their campaign a bit of life, but they will have to overcome that hammering they got from South Africa, and for that to happen, they have to have their batting firing at all cylinders, and their bowling, which was hampered their fast, particularly their fast bowlers, who were hammered all over the park in this last game against South Africa. They will have to do better this time around, and they will hope they do better. But Sri Lanka might be happy with the performance they gave against the Netherlands after getting over the line against them, and their batters really got some good runs going into this match. They will be hoping that they can take hold of Sri Lanka, put pressure on England, and get another win under the belt. And otherwise, Sri Lanka might be also the testing ground for England to come back, like Australia did against them. And England might also get probably a bit too late, but you'd hope that they beat Sri Lanka, and then like they did in the last World Cup, and try to make a grand comeback. Let's see what happens. Let's hope for a great game of cricket this time around. We haven't seen any close games so far in this tournament, so let's hope for a close game today, and we keep our fingers crossed for that. So we'll see you later. Bye bye. Thanks for watching.